Imagine this. You've been working tirelessly to manifest the love of your life. You've done countless affirmations, you've visualized the perfect relationship, and yet nothing. They still haven't appeared in your life. Or worse, they're already in your life, but they seem distant, uninterested, and you're left wondering, what am I doing wrong? You're not alone. Thousands of people are making the same mistake when it comes to manifestation, and it's time to break this cycle. The problem is simple, but it's profound. You're operating under the wrong premise. Right now, you believe that you have to chase after your specific person, or SP, as many call them. You believe that by doing enough affirmations, visualizations, and other manifestation techniques, you'll finally win them over. But here's the truth. You're making your SP the prize, when in reality, you are the prize. This mental shift is not just a small tweak, it's the difference between manifesting easily and feeling stuck, frustrated, and desperate. Think about it. When you put someone else on a pedestal, what does that say about you? It says that you're not worthy as you are right now. You've unknowingly made your SP the grand prize in your manifestation game, thinking, asterisk, once I get them, I'll feel accomplished. I'll finally be happy star. But that's a huge mistake. Because the moment you make someone else the prize, you're signaling to yourself and the universe that you're not good enough right now. You're telling yourself, I need to change. I need to do more. I need to become someone else before I can deserve love. This flawed premise is what blocks so many people from manifesting love, not just love from their specific person, but love in general. Manifestation doesn't start with the external. It starts within. It starts with you. The whole point of manifestation is not to scramble after someone else. It's to realize that you are already worthy of love, right here, right now. You don't need to do a million affirmations or visualize yourself with your SP every day for a year to finally feel worthy. You are already the prize. The moment you fully embrace that, everything changes. When you truly believe that you are the one who is worthy of love, you'll notice a profound shift not only in how others treat you, but also in how you feel about yourself. Suddenly, the need to chase fades away because you realize something crucial. Love doesn't have to be hard. Relationships don't have to be about struggle, endless effort, or proving yourself. They can be easy, natural, and fulfilling. So how do you get there? How do you shift from believing your SP is the prize to realizing that you are the one who deserves to be pursued? The first step is to understand that your current approach is all wrong. Many people think they need to convince their SP to love them. They think that if they just explain themselves better, if they make a strong enough case for why they'd be a great partner, the SP will come around. But this is completely backward. Think about it. Have you ever tried to convince someone to like you? To see your value? How did that go? Probably not well. That's because love and attraction don't work like a debate where you win someone over with arguments. True attraction happens when you're in your power, when you're grounded in your self-worth. When you radiate confidence and self-assurance, others are naturally drawn to you. They can't help but be attracted to your energy. And the best part? When you're in this state, you don't have to do anything to convince anyone. You simply are, and that's enough. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but if I stop trying, won't I lose my SP? The answer is no. In fact, the opposite is true. The more you chase, the more you push them away. The more you try to convince them, the less interested they become. Why? Because chasing communicates a lack of confidence. It says I'm not good enough as I am, so I need to prove myself. But when you stop chasing and instead focus on cultivating your own sense of worth, something magical happens. The dynamic shifts. Your SP starts to feel attracted to you. They start to realize that you are the prize, and they begin to pursue you. Let me give you a real-life example of how this works. I once spoke to someone who was obsessed with getting their SP back. They were constantly texting, calling, and trying to get their SP's attention. But every time they reached out, the SP pulled away even more. I told them to stop. I told them to disengage completely and focus on themselves instead. At first, they resisted. They were terrified that if they stopped trying, they'd lose their SP for good. But eventually, they listened, and the results were incredible. As soon as they stopped chasing, they began to focus on their own life. They started doing things that made them happy, without constantly worrying about their SP. They began to feel more confident, more secure in themselves, and less dependent on their SP for validation. And guess what? After a few weeks, their SP started reaching out to them. The dynamic had completely shifted. The SP went from being disinterested to pursuing them, all because they stopped putting their SP on a pedestal and started treating themselves as the prize. This is the secret to manifesting love. It's not about doing endless techniques or constantly focusing on your SP. It's about realizing your own worth and stepping into that power. When you fully believe that you are worthy of love, you attract it effortlessly. This doesn't just apply to relationships either. It applies to every area of your life, whether it's money, career success, or personal fulfillment. The moment you shift your focus from trying to get to realizing that you are enough, things begin to fall into place naturally. But let's go deeper into why this works. The reason this shift is so powerful is because manifestation is all about energy. When you're in a state of chasing, scrambling, and striving, you're actually sending out the energy of lack. You're broadcasting to the universe that you don't have what you want. And so the universe responds by giving you more of that lack. This is why so many people struggle to manifest their desires. They're so focused on not having that they end up attracting more of that experience. On the other hand, when you operate from the belief that you are the prize, that you already have everything you need within you, you're sending out a completely different energy. You're radiating abundance, confidence, and self-assurance. And because the universe responds to the energy you put out, it mirrors that abundance back to you. You start to attract people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your sense of worth. This is why it feels so effortless when you're in this state. You're no longer trying to force things to happen. Instead, they come to you naturally. So how do you maintain this energy? How do you stay in the mindset that you are the prize, especially when you're faced with challenges or setbacks? The key is consistency. It's about making a conscious choice every single day to operate from this new identity. And yes, at first, it might feel difficult. You might not fully believe it yet, especially if you've spent years feeling unworthy or chasing after love. But the more you practice, the more it becomes your reality. One of the best ways to reinforce this mindset is through self-care. And I don't just mean taking bubble baths or treating yourself to a spa day, although those things are great. I mean truly taking care of your inner world. Pay attention to your thoughts. Notice when you start to slip back into old patterns of thinking, where you're putting your SP or anyone else on a pedestal. Catch yourself when you start to feel like you need to prove your worth to someone. And when you notice these thoughts, gently remind yourself, I am the prize. Another powerful tool is to surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. It's much easier to stay in a high-vibe state when you're around others who also believe in their own worth. Spend time with friends and family who remind you of how amazing you are. Avoid people who bring you down or make you feel like you need to earn their approval. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your beliefs about yourself. So be intentional about who and what you allow into your space. Now let's talk about the idea of letting go, because I know this is something a lot of people struggle with. When I say that you should stop chasing your SP, some of you might interpret that as giving up. But that's not what I mean at all. Letting go doesn't mean you stop wanting a relationship with your SP. It doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life forever. It simply means that you stop needing them to complete you. You stop relying on their attention or affection to feel good about yourself. Letting go is about detaching from the outcome. It's about trusting that what's meant for you will come to you, without you having to force or manipulate it. And this trust is what allows you to relax into your power. It's what gives you the confidence to know that no matter what happens, you'll be okay. Because at the end of the day, your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. It comes from within. When you truly understand this, you'll find that your relationships become much more enjoyable. You'll no longer feel anxious, worried, or insecure about whether or not your SP likes you. Instead, you'll feel relaxed, confident, and secure in the knowledge that you're worthy of love exactly as you are. And when you're in that state, love flows to you naturally, without effort. I want to leave you with one final thought. You get to choose who you are. Every single day, you have the power to decide how you show up in the world. You can choose to be the person who chases, who strives, who constantly feels like they're not enough. Or you can choose to be the person who is grounded in their worth, who knows they are the prize, and who attracts love effortlessly. The choice is yours. But I promise you, when you make the decision to step into your power, everything will change. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect. Think about how you've been approaching your relationships and your life. Have you been operating from a place of lack, or have you been embodying the belief that you are worthy of love right now? And if you feel called to, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sure your story will resonate with others who are on the same journey. Also, if you found value in this video, consider subscribing. There's so much more to explore when it comes to self-worth, manifestation, and creating the life you truly deserve. By joining this community, you'll stay connected to more content that will support you on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself.